Checking on the phone.
Okay. I see that we started. I want to check on my phone if everything is okay. I believe that nobody watching us yet, but they will start join very soon. Let me check on our Amazon non-stop group if everything is working, and we will start with you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I can see us.
Yeah. John.
Yeah. Okay, guys, good evening. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, Gilad.
Yeah. Hi, Gilad. Hello, Krystina.
Hello, hello.
From far away from San Diego, right?
Yes.
From place with very bad weather at that moment.
Yes, rainy and cold.
Rainy, it's cold. Nobody love rainy and cold. Gilad, you're from north of Israel, no?
I have the same weather as you, Yigal.
I just wanted to check if it's the same. Okay, guys, if you're watching us, you can write us that you can hear us and you can see us and everything is okay. And we will start very soon. Here I can see that somebody wrote, Hanit Duer Shefer, how surprising. Good evening, you sound great. Thank you, Hanit. And we will start very soon with a very special person that I met at the first time like a few minutes ago. But I'm already very curious and interested in what you want, what you have to tell to our audience in Amazon Nonstop. And first of all, I want to say to Gilad, thank you for the connection. Where did you meet, guys?
We didn't actually, we never met.
I
was following Krystina for a while on several podcasts. I thought she was she could bring a lot of value to anyone on our group that is looking not just to find the right product and launch it on Amazon, but really to create a brand outside of it. And I think Krystina will show us how to do it and how to take just a product and really develop something around it that you can eventually even sell and call it your brand.
Okay, amazing. So all of us believe that you made choice with that webinar and with that connection. And Krystina, could you tell a little bit about yourself, about your background? I actually heard a little bit and understood a few facts about your brand. But can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, absolutely. So my name is Krystina Uradzimskaya. I'm a 33-year-old. I'm currently living in San Diego, California, and been living here for 13 years already. I was born in Belarus in Eastern Europe. I graduated from the Linguistic University, and my road all the way started in USA. I was invited to work for the cruise lines, the Carnival cruise lines. So I moved over here to work for 1 year, and then I just redid my visa and did the work visa to work for the medical supply company as a data entry specialist. And from there, from medical supply company, the bright idea came to me when I saw the huge overhead over the product they had, the huge inventory. And back days, 12 years ago, e-com was very slow. It was just starting. There was not even FBA that popular. It just started. Not too many people knew about that from FBA. So we started selling on Amazon 12 years ago, reselling third-party sellers, wholesalers. And it was very successful. Like from the very beginning, from the start, we are talking about like 70, 80 grand a week. That was the revenue. So couple months of selling and reselling product, I had some issue with the company owners, and I decided to open up my own brand. Not open up the brand right away, but at least, to try to see. They used to call it back days, their white label products. So just buying the products, redo the label, and reselling them. And also I kept doing wholesale, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. So I've been selling on all the possible schemes that you can think of. So back days, I'm trying to find the financing. I found the partner who was willing to invest in the business. And we opened up TerraMed, my first company, the first company that came up on the market with the unique products for the varicose veins, for the people who suffer from the varicose veins, for people who suffer from edema, this is swollen feet, deep vein thrombosis, and all the diseases associated with the poor veins. As well, TerraMed, we developed their line for their glasses that help you relieve pain from migraine. So it's the migraine glasses, TerraMed migraine glasses, and they're pretty popular, not only in US right now, but all over the world. And this is how the TerraMed started and what are the main focus on which product they are. So I've been partnering with my business partner for around 4 years, and then I bought it out. So I got the TerraMed and been the only owner for, I think, 3 years now. And as I said before, and in your group, there's still 90% of sales we're still doing on Amazon for my first brand, the same way how it started. Even though if you will put TerraMed on Instagram, on Facebook, on Google, we are everywhere. Like people can read the reviews. We're constantly doing everything in marketing that comes to the brand awareness. So we consistently doing the stories, educating the customers about their health, about their product, what we're offering, how they can benefit by buying our products. After that TerraMed been established for a couple of years, as I said, we had a very big niche in TerraMed brand for them pregnant females. So we've been doing compression hosier. As you know, pregnant females suffer from edema, from the swollen feet. They have problems because of the weight of the growing belly. It influences their overall health and overall health being. And compression hosiery helps a lot into relieving the pressure. It actually works like a second heart, pumping your blood all over from the lower part of your body to the upper part of your body. So looking at that and seeing that there is a huge, huge market into this small niche, maternity market, pregnant woman market, I came up with the idea to open up another brand, invested money in the brand that's called Pregnology. What is the idea of Pregnology and what is different from Pregnology from all the other maternity brands on the market is that, first of all, we designed it as a capsule collection. So person buying one thing, it can easily be coordinated with all the rest of the things. So she can buy tank top that can actually be worn together with shorts, leggings, capri leggings, the dresses with the some shapewear or anything, whatever from our line is all interchangeable. We guarantee the 100% quality and 50 washes because we want to stand out on the market and made the statement that yes, we guarantee 50 washes, 50 actual time that people can wash our clothing and it still look good. It does not go directly to the trash. As well, Pregnology is the statement of the Pregnology is $100 for 9 months. So that means for $100, the person can buy essential clothing that could last her 9 months of pregnancy. So she doesn't have to invest tons and tons of money going to boutiques or buying here and there, buying cheaper clothing that will last her like 1 month or 2 months. So we actually guarantee within this 9 months, the person is covered in terms of essential clothing, and that's going to help her to feel good, comfortable, and feminine. And this is the ideas of both companies that stand in front of them. And my level of excellence, my level of what I know is perfection. I put it into the brands that I own, and we work on constantly every day on improving everything. And yes, I think as an e-commerce seller, especially selling in clothing and in the apparel, we all know that it's one of the hardest categories in terms of return rates. So we do have 20% rate, like every other seller on Amazon. There is no fairy tale. No one can go through it, and that makes it difficult because if your product is bad in apparel or anything, you have right now 60 days or even 90 days returns. So they will wear it for 2-3 weeks and they will just return it. So that was a big gamble for me when I, from the very, very, very beginning, decided to invest into developing the actual fashion brand when it comes to technology or something that you wear. So yes, I think that's how it all started, and that's what drives me. That's what I put all my effort and all my energy into. And at that time of me with these brands, building them, I think that I'm very happy with the work that me and my team have done so far.
So I have a question for technology. I mean, when you started selling, when you started the technology, the objective was to sell first of all on Amazon, or I mean, this was your platform that you were aiming for, and if so, were you doing some competitor research, using some tools? How did you know that there is actually it's actually going to work, and your products and your brand will stand among all the others that are selling already on Amazon?
So I won't, like as every other person who's been in e-com for a long time, I can tell you that on Amazon, we don't actually sell products. We sell keywords. So while being in the maternity market, and as I said, one of the products for the TerraMed have been selling the maternity leggings, compression maternity leggings, medical compression leggings, I started to realize that there is huge demand, that there is the huge research volume, the search volume on that keyword, maternity leggings. Then I kind of started to see what's going on with all the other keywords that are converting or not converting. And I saw that, yes, there is the volume of searches, and the competition was pretty poor, because to come up in a maternity market, no one really wants that, because when a lady is pregnant, they're all different. Their figures changes. They're different. They don't like this. They don't like that. It's one of the most difficult audience to work with. And not only like I didn't have 100% confidence that it's going to work, I honestly, up until we launched, didn't know if people would like my product, to be honest with you. So I was gambling on both things. But, you know, I believed in that. I was pregnant myself. And I know the real story, the real life. So this brand, the technology was not built out of blue, like, oh, wow, there is the search volume on the word maternity dress or maternity tank top. Let's do them. No. So I've been there, and there is a good saying, like, if you know your customer's pain and you can deliver the solution, you're successful. Or create the problem and deliver the solution. So I knew the problem before. So I just delivered the solution the way I saw it from my perspective, from being in business for a pretty long time. So I came up with this idea of technology.
Interesting. Okay, so I have a question. Krystina, people that who build the brand today, who start their business in Amazon, are they going through a similar process that you went through, or everything is different, completely different today? And if it is, what like the tip that you can give to people that started their business now, like in the last year, or gonna start it soon?
So I think the only thing right now you actually have to look at that is changing. This is drastical for the businesses is inventory limits. This is something you have to take into consideration because the whole model of FBA before and FBA now, inventory limits changed it. So
you think that after the Q4 that they're gonna like convert it to what it was before?
I've had many controversial decisions and many controversial opinions on that. To be honest with you, like from my perspective, I think that's what it's gonna look like. That's what Amazon gonna look like going forward. There will be restrictions. They won't allow. Maybe they will leave them a little bit, but they don't want to stock up themselves with.
So automatically it's going to make the FBM stronger and more popular.
I don't think I still think the purpose of that is to eliminate the amateur sellers, eliminate huge traffic of Chinese sellers doing 40-feet containers into Amazon with one product and then sitting there and they keep remapping the mason, like doing some shady things. There are many different scenarios that are going on right now, but if Amazon would really be interested to lift the limits, at least put an effort into that, I think that would be done during the fourth quarter. If they haven't done that during the fourth quarter, I don't think there is a big motivation to leave them anytime soon. And as I said, they want third-party sellers because there are more sales made and more money brought to Amazon by third-party sellers than everything else. But they want to eliminate amateurs and bring the sellers that value Amazon business as strong business model. So they deliver their products in time. They make sure their logistics is on top of everything. So wherever they're running out of stock, they know that the third-party fulfillment center would be sending the products. They know how to create seller-fulfilled prime. They can still ship the same speed as Amazon would do, but from their prep center, from their fulfillment center. So many different scenarios. But if you're asking me, I honestly don't think so that Amazon going to be lifting the limits anytime soon.
I want to shift the question to a different area of more of focusing on brand. And the main problem when selling on Amazon is that you cannot really develop your brand because Amazon is really trying to not get you in touch with the buyers. Sorry. So, I mean, what were your strategy of, getting to the people that are actually buying your products and starting, what the tips that you can give to the viewers if they want to start creating a brand and not just selling a product? How can they reach the people behind your products?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question, and this is something that I like to talk about, and it's making me happy talking about that. So we're all in e-com space. If our initial goal is to make a deal fast, flip and do some money, then of course don't invest your time and don't invest your energy in building the brand. It's useless because when we're talking about brand, it takes years. Organic ranking on Google, on even on Amazon, it takes time. So people who want to build a solid business model, solid business that that you've been running will be running for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 10 years, and then at the end you're going to be making a good exit. Selling your brands, that's the idea that stands from the developing brands while still selling on e-com. So while we're talking about the traffic and while we're talking about how we can make the brand visible, how we can make sure that people don't see just if we sell in one bottle, they just see this bottle and they don't see anything else. You have to create the strong brand awareness. And when it comes to Amazon, there are many tools actually that can help you with that, and that can show your brand. First of all, every brand owner, they have the brand registry. That means that you have the A+ content where you can put all of your underneath in the toolbar bar, you can put all of your products and do at the display. As well, the brand name under the brand registry is clickable. So you can create the storefront where you can educate your customers. You can do this, and you can put the carousel with all the images, and that's going to give you a good tool. Another thing is doing the videos. So you can do the videos underneath the six pictures, and you can do the video under the 6 pictures that can also feature the rest of your product, educate the customer about your brand, and tell, okay, our brand is doing, let's say, maternity clothes, and so you just saw maternity leggings. It doesn't mean that we stuck with this maternity leggings. We have plenty other things, and creating the coupons to buy together, this, and creating the deals that are going to buy together, or they will see that after you can do some giveaways or something underneath the listing, there is buy together option, so people would see frequently bought together items from your own brand. I use everything. Wherever is available to use, I'm using it.
So you have an insert in with the product that try to take people to your website.
We stopped doing inserts, I think, a couple years ago, not even this year, because we had the QR code, buy one, get one free or something. We've been having some problems, and I don't want to risk my brands, my accounts, and even though I'm not, believe me, like I'm honestly saying that I'm the seller, and I would never believe any big seller on Amazon, they would say that they never did or never do any black hat techniques. Like, it's impossible. Like, they will be lying if they would say that. So wherever big seller, you cannot be 199.9% clear. That would be some type of the small manipulation here and there, but everybody is doing that. I've never seen anyone doing anything. So you can do many things just to make sure your customer that's already on Amazon knows your brand. But there is another thing, whole different level, is how we can get the external traffic and bring this external traffic to your Amazon listings. In my case, what I discovered is the best, because I've been using this tool to promote the brand, to build the brand awareness from the very beginning. I used Instagram. So when we start... Yes.
So I just wanted to ask, so do you you invest a lot of effort in bringing the traffic from outside?
Yes.
Like it's a very important part of your brand.
It is, because there are communities.
Okay, so we're talking about organic traffic, not about sponsored traffic from outside.
We do a little bit of sponsored traffic. Of course, we're running ads, we're running reels on Facebook, we're running sponsored stories on Instagram. Like, we do everything, but this is all small things that are building the big picture. So in big picture, for me, is when you're trying to do something for pregnant females, they want to communicate with each other. They're in that state, like they need advices, they want someone to support them, so they want to hang out with people like they. And I realized that, and I understood that the only way to do that is start building the community around my brand, get the people together, give them some value, not only try to push sales, but actually give them the value, provide them the content, make something that would be interested for them. So within 2 months or 1 month before we start opening Prognology on Instagram and on Facebook, on Amazon, actually, we started to get the data and see our competitors, what they're doing, how they're doing in the maternity fashion market. For us, it was also important to get the first reviews, to get the first people who will be willing to buy our product, to do the giveaways, to set up the ways to set the good giveaways. So we opened up Instagram, and we've been targeting in many ways. So my main idea and the task for the team for like 2-3 months was getting as many pregnant females we can get. So we've been tracing, let's say, the keywords pregnancy announcement. So whoever is announcing that they're pregnant, we right away put in the stories, congratulations, with their profile, their picture, and sending them congratulatory message, like, we're happy, pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And people love it. Like, this is the personal touch. If they do gender reveal party when they're trying to find out who they have, boy or girl, this is the initial state of pregnancy, 2 months. They still can fit in their pre-pregnancy clothes, but we wanted to start building the audience to make it hot. This is just the way I'm explaining to you what are the ways you can do it. There is no black hat technique or any weird technique. You can actually take the audience that is ready, their warm audience. They need it. Maybe they don't need it right now, but you already made this touch. In marketing, you have to make 7 touches to actually get the client. So we've been trying to get all these people for like 2 or 3 months before they initial start. And then since we launched the products, the first line of Prognology launch, we started to interact with them. Would you like to try our product? Like after they bought the product, we've been following up with them. Would you like to leave us a review and give us the honest opinion? And that technique is always working. This is something that people are interested too. They're willing to try. They're willing to share their experience. And of course, if they wearing my dress from Prognology and it's on their Instagram, his or her pregnant friend that's going to show up in maybe 2 months, 3 months, she would see that, oh, this is a cool picture, cool dress, and she will follow up my page. And this is how we blend in. And you need to understand, Prognology is only 4 months now, but we're pretty big. I think we right now have more than 10,000 followers on Instagram. So we're doing amazing things with building the brands and building the traffic that's organic. But it all comes to your idea, as I said, how much time, how much effort, and how much of your dedication you need to invest in that. Because these things, they don't happen naturally. You have to be creative. You have to think. You have to put all your knowledge. And for me, as the founder, as the business owner, I have to see from many perspectives, not only from marketing. I have to check my financial planning. I have to see where we're going with that, like what we're breeding, like we're building the data of the audience. But this data of the audience I'm building, this is a pregnant people. The chance that they're going to be returning customers, it's less than 5%. So there are many things you need to understand and take into consideration while building brands like that in the very specific niches like pregnancy. This is not something that's happening to a female pretty often. So yeah, these are the things that I implemented just to help at the initial stage. Right now, we're still a startup, a small company.
This is actually interesting because I remember actually we talked about it in private about social media VAs, and I have a lot of people coming to me and they say, okay, we've just started selling on Amazon. I don't think that we're ready yet for a social media VA to develop our brand. First of all, we want to sell enough, we want to be big enough, and in your case, I see that from the launching of Prognology, you already started building, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, and really invested in building your brand from day one because it's a part of your business plan. And one of the things that we teach our social media virtual assistants, except for building a community, is also working with influencers. And I want to ask you, are you using that? Are your social media VAs or the person that is in charge of your social media are you using and finding and locating influencers and working with them in order to launch your products?
Yes, absolutely. It's a very good question, and I really want to pay attention to that while answering.
Okay.
Everybody.
Krystina, before you answer to the question, I just want to say a very important thing to the audience that I didn't mention, that they can ask you questions and we will forward the questions to you. So feel free, you're more than invited, guys. Okay, you can continue. Sorry.
Influence, the question about the influences is something very important and should be taken into consideration while developing brands on the social media. Everybody is offering the services like, oh, I'm the influencer. I bought 50,000 of followers. I can be your influencer, like, bomb. Just pay me $300. Or things like, yes, this influencer is doing this. And he's popular. He's actually popular. He's been tagging, and there are many other brands connected to that, like brand displays on their grid view. So I made a mistake a couple of times with some other products, some other things that I've been doing, actually going through the verified companies, like services that have been providing, telling me, okay, we have that 5 influencers, pay us $1,000, get in touch with these 5 people, pay each of them $800, they will put your product on their Instagram, they will be promoting you in the stories like 3 to 5 times or something like that. So I made that in a bad way. Like I spent lots of money and there was almost zero actual traffic coming in from them. So
what was the mistake? It was because you chose the wrong influencers or you did the wrong tactics?
I think we've been choosing the wrong influencers first because we've been thinking whoever is popular is going to bring the value to our product. It doesn't work that way. People who look in, so if the person is in fitness, let's say she's the model, she's doing like a fitness brand, fitness clothes, and this and that, you can't really come up to her and ask her to advertise some I don't know, whatever we've been selling. I think it was like a party gift or some candles. Don't exactly remember. So it didn't work. And there are some other products like, it's all a specific audience. And even though you have like 100% match with your product with the influencer, it still does not guarantee that it will even match your Amazon sales. The shop tags that you would put on your Instagram, and you will ask them to proceed and give them the link, even with the code, still nothing. So as I said, this is something that was done short term as well, because you don't have thousands of money to invest in these big name influencers. So what is the solution that I came up with? And I think that this is something everybody has to do in e-com while building the brand awareness. We started targeting micro-influencers. Micro-influencers, we consider they're people from, I think, even 500, 800 followers. But they've been some solid time on Instagram. And my favorite group of these micro-influencers are the moms group, so the actual moms. Moms have time. They're on social media. They talk with each other. And there is like special groups where the moms are and they share the things. They talk a lot. Everything that comes to the baby, to the kitchen, home decor, clothing, health products, almost 80% of categories, they can be reachable and they can be targeted by the moms groups, the micro-influencers, someone who's putting how their kids are growing, what they're cooking, what vacation they're taking. So I started targeting micro-influencers group in maternity market right away, and it was a big success. And you don't have to pay these people. They're willing to get your product because they're taking free product. Like, what else they gonna want? No one, there is very small amount of people who would ever think about targeting people who are not super popular, who don't have thousands and thousands of followers. But instead of your product costs $20, and you paid $800 for some influencers, for some model to promote it for one day, you can invest this money and make hundreds of people on Instagram talking about your product for free, with no service, free. And hundreds of people will be tagging, they will be visible for their friends, and they're real people. They are people that you can see in everyday life, and people resonate with the people like them. Like if I'm going through, let's say, breastfeeding problems, and one mom in my breastfeeding group where I'm part of talked about this item, how convenient, like, let's say, this nursing bra is, that would resonate with me more because this is my lifestyle. She's like me. If that helped her, that will help. I don't know if nursing bra for the model would actually help me. And I would right away consider this as the paid advertising because, like, there is something that you actually understand from the very beginning that their brand owners did pay money for. So when it comes to the bringing influencers, my advice, my strong advice is get to know your audience, get to know the problems, understand where is the big group of your audience getting together, which type of groups they are, and start targeting by these groups those micro influencers. And another thing that you have to consider, and I'm sharing like very helpful advice, don't try to do it through Facebook, because Facebook right now is strongly connected with the Instagram. Whatever you're talking about, let's say reviews, even like mentioning the word reviews, there will be the red flag, and that could actually cause you some problems. While Instagram is completely free, and you can do whatever hell you want on Instagram, talk with anyone you want and offer something, and make deals like back days. So yes, when it comes to influencers, like my response is it's 100% yes, but try to target real people with real lifestyle, real life stories, the ones that are the same to your audience, to your designed audience, that having the same problems that they are.
Okay, so thank you for the answer. We have I'm giving myself twice. Okay, so we have a question from the audience. Raspaz is asking, is there a way to get accurate information regarding traffic and particularly conversions on Amazon listings from social media activity?
It's a good question. Many people have been asking me. What we do, if you have, like, you want to see how much traffic is actually brought by you, we do create the link for the product. For example, you are running the ad, okay, buy this, get 30% discount, blah, blah, blah. We given the link for the you know, the one, it's called Amazon influencers, or whatever link they have. So you're not directing them directly to the Amazon listing, to this queue. So with this link, there is the pixel that shows how many actual selling has been done, because there is the commission to the one who is advertising it. There are multiple programs that you can do with that, on that pixels, that can do Amazon associate, Amazon influencers, like many things. But through this link, you can actually see the traffic coming in and the conversion rate, how many units were bought and how many units were not bought. But when we are not talking about the actual conversion, how much links have been made like this, it's all done through the pixel that you can install however and wherever you are advertising, and Yeah, and I recommend hiring the agency people who actually know that, because all of us can run Facebook ads, but 90% of Facebook ads we run by ourselves. That's complete disaster, blood from the eyes, money in the air. Like when we're talking about professional ads, like set up with the good audience, with the optimized clicks, conversion, like everything, I do recommend set a good team who can do that for you.
Okay, amazing. And another question that we have from Matty, does the influencers tell in their post that they publish that there is that they got the item as a gift?
As I said, on Instagram, they can say whatever they want. And in our visual market right now, how we get the information, we don't really read the description. So if it's tagged as the prognology or like cute dress, then of course you would follow up. You will see this dress like, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day if it was a gift. If it looks cute and beautiful, the female would buy it. On Amazon, of course, if you proceeding with the actual sale on Amazon and you're asking them to write the review or give their feedback both on Instagram or on Amazon, you do talk to your customer that please, like on Amazon, try not to mention that that we asked you to leave the review or something like that.
Okay.
I have a question. When we started this conversation, you told us, I don't know if we were on air or not, but you said that your objective eventually is to sell your brand. And for that, you put a lot of effort also into being on podcasts and interviews like that. So it will help your brand awareness. So my question is, people forget that it's not, you don't have like just a brand outside, you're also selling on Amazon. And the question is like, to all our viewers, is it worth for them to do as you do, like to find a podcast actually and present themselves as the owners of a brand and start, like, let's say they were selling hammocks, so finding some blogs and some podcasts on hammocks and then interview and to try to be on podcast. Does this help you, and are you doing it still in your niche specifically?
Right now, I'm not asking anyone to invite me to podcasts, neither in my business or in Amazon space. Like, people keep targeting me and they want to hear, they want to do the advice. Sometimes I don't do any courses. I don't teach people, even though I have huge experience, over 10 years selling on Amazon or things. I do help for free people when they ask me, but when it comes to building the brands and how that can influence, the only thing in our world, what is important to understand, when we talk about the brand, we want to see the face. What is the face? What is the story that goes along with this brand? People are curious. Like when we talk about Facebook, we talk about Mark Zuckerberg, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, like, big brands, they always have a story, and people resonate with the personality more than just their script that is put on the paper or in the video. So on all of my brands, there is small videos, and I am myself explaining why I built this brand, what was my purpose, what is, how is that way I'm trying to help them or provide the value for them or educate them, what could be done in their situation of like either searching for clothing or searching for the medical supplies that they need. So in that case, with the podcast and with the thing, if you really want to make sure there is the face going together with this brand, yes, you have to do that, and you have to use all the possible ways you can do that. Either that's podcast, either that YouTube video, either that just being consistent on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and deliver the value to the customer. Give them the advices, give them the things that they need to hear, they need to listen.
Okay, guys. So I have a question. I know that the original plan was to talk about the branding, but I want to talk about advertising. Do you mind, Krystina?
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, we can talk about everything.
Okay, amazing. So I have a question. I know that as we know from our experience, every year the Amazon advertising market is changes in the Q4. So do you have any tips for the strategy in Q4, like increase your bids or decrease or increase your campaigns? Like, what is your strategy in general? And another question about advertising, if you have started using Amazon Live and video advertising in effective way.
So let's start with the first question, the tips for the fourth quarter. So number one is, of course, increasing the budgets. There will be more bids. There will be more traffic coming into your listings. So as of right now, you have to start slowly increasing the budget because there will be more traffic and more bids.
Okay.
When it comes to the adjusting it, many people would recommend you, try to use some automated tools that would adjust your PPC, adjust the bids, and that will help you. I won't recommend, I'm against any automation when it comes to PPC. I have two people, I have 5 Amazon accounts right now. I have 2 full-time people that are manual adjusting all the bids, all the PPC, even though I myself check it every day because I need to see what's going on. I check on my competitors and see everything that's going on with that. So be very proactive. Pay attention to the what's going on top of search, especially because if you want to rock this quarter Q4, you have to be top of search. You have to make sure you have enough budget. When it comes to the big holiday, like it's going to be Black Friday or like other holidays, we do multiply by 4 or 6 the budget daily. Another thing you have to take into consideration is the different advertising. You said, make sure you have display, make sure you have broad, make sure the outer campaigns are always running. You cannot ever stop outer campaign. You need to get the data. Something new always shows up. You have to be on top of that. You have to get the data. Big mistake people are doing. They got the best sellers. They're like, Bambalela, we got the best sellers. We're out. We're not doing anything. They're good for 1 week, 2 weeks. They're losing the bestseller. They're losing BSR. And to come back to this position, it's 3-4 times more expensive than they used to spend. So even you think you are top of search organically, you have the best seller, you are the best, like everything is the best, you still have to play by the rules of this game. You have to run all the PPC, you have to do the display, you have to be visible. You need to understand, even launching the product, whoever is on first 3 lines of Amazon, those are the ones that making sales. There is multiple more products at the bottom of the page, but people are too lazy. They don't have it. Those on the first 3 lines, they're already stealing 15% just because they're on first 3 lines. And we're not talking about page 2, 3, or 15. It's not that important. But in the clothing thing, with the clothing industry, or it also works with the toys, something that there is more design involved, something there is more like options, around 20 to 30%, actually they look at the pages. And even if you're not on top of search, you cannot afford at this time to be on top of search. You're still working on the reviews. You're still working on your organic ranking. You're trying to rank different keywords to your listing. They do see. So, there is always options, but as I said, even if your product is on page 2 or 3, try to get as much effort as you can to bring it to those first 3 lines on your most convertible keyword in the search. When it comes to the conversions and the video conversions rate, you know, I don't know if I told you, I have my marketing agency. It's called AMZ Create, and what we actually do, our main thing is we create videos for Amazon listings. There are plenty scenarios, plenty ways how to make better conversion rate with the videos, because many products, many of the competitors don't even have the idea what the video ads are, how to set them up, how to make them convert. And it's sad, but at the same time, it's really good because that gives you the opportunity in this fourth quarter. If you haven't done that, do it. Try split test and try to run a video campaign and see how it would be converting, because there are many, many positive things, but as well there are many bad things. People do click, do watch the whole video, but they don't proceed with the conversion, and it can harm your ranking if the conversion rate drops, as well as it might hurt your ranking if you're doing the, let's say, advertising on Instagram, and people do click, they come to your listing, but they don't proceed with the purchase. So you yourself harm the ranking by lowering the conversion rate, because this all percentage, this all math, this is not something that Amazon invents. Like they see that, okay, 100 people visited this page, but only 7 proceeded with the purchase. Like, oh, wow, that's something bad about that. Let's put them back to page 3.
Okay, so we have a question from the audience. Ilana asking, I can hear myself very loudly. Gilad, maybe from your speakers?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I will read the question. Ilana asks, do you also sell off Amazon in order to distribute the risk? If so, is that something you build from the start or down the road when your brand is already established in Amazon?
Yes, as I said, with the technology, we did Shopify right away. We did Instagram shop tags, Facebook shop tags. So we put everything right away. And it does not bring much value as of now. But when you build in something when it comes to Google, when you build in the website and people don't really find your website, you don't want to invest the money into the website because, you know, in initial stages, there will be still more sales on Google. So my idea was I built it, I make sure that it's on Google, and in a couple months or maybe a year, it starts picking up by SEO organically because it's there. So same thing with the Facebook, with the Instagram, why we did the shop tags, and we engage in the buying from this platform. It's just I know that it will never be compared to Amazon, and it would never be the something that would be as the key to distribute the risk, because the profit that would bring Shopify or Facebook or Instagram, it would never be compared to the traffic we have on Amazon. But, you know, it's always good to have it. You have to touch the audience. And if this is one of the ways you can touch them within these 7 touches, as I said, you have to do all the things that you can. And it doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's just your time. So just go ahead and do it.
Okay, amazing. So, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but almost an hour flew without we not noticed. So we are nearing the end, and personally, I must to say that even though it was very general and touched a lot of subject, for me it was super interesting and super fun. I'm sure that for you, Gilad, as well. I can see that we don't have any other questions. So, Gilad, is there anything that you wanted to ask?
No, I wanted to thank Krystina for being here, being with us, sharing information. I think there is a place to have another one of these maybe in 2021 and go for different subjects. It was great.
And we would like to host you in Israel, Krystina, because somebody told me that you've never been here.
Yes, definitely. As soon as world opening up, I start traveling like crazy. By the way, what's the situation with the corona in Israel? I know that there are many countries on second lockdown again in Europe.
No, we're after the second lock, so now we're like waiting for the third. Yes. So actually, everything is okay, but you know, we don't know what to expect in the next level, so nobody know what's going to happen next. This is 2020, and we believe that this is what's going to happen in 2021, and we all hope that it will finish soon. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, Krystina, thank you for cleaning your schedule for us. Thank you for being here in Amazon Nonstop. Gilad, thank you for the connection. And I can see that everybody enjoyed, and we hope to see you here next year.
Thank
Good
you
luck,
all.
guys. Thank you. Thank you
Bye.
again.
Thank you.
Bye.